Hello friends, today we are going to discuss different types of numbers. Numbers. Numbers are arithmetic values which we use for calculations and measurements. Broadly, numbers are divided into two main categories, that is real numbers and imaginary numbers. Real numbers can easily be represented on real number line, whereas imaginary numbers cannot be represented on real number line. In this video, we are of real numbers. Natural numbers, or sometimes we call them as counting numbers, are any whole numbers from 1 to infinity. 0 here is not included in natural number family, and example of natural numbers are 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. Another type of numbers are odd numbers. Odd numbers, they are whole numbers which cannot be divided exactly into pairs. Other numbers, when divided by 2, leave a remainder of odd numbers. When we divide them by 2, they leave a remainder of 1. They are with the form n is equals to 3. They usually represent in a form of n is equals to 2k plus 1, where k is an integer here. Examples of odd numbers are plus minus 1, plus minus 3, plus minus 5 and so on. There are total 50 odd numbers from 1 to 100 and 24 odd numbers from 1 to 50. There are two types of odd numbers which we are discussing here. One is consecutive odd numbers and other is composite odd numbers. Consecutive odd numbers, they follow each other in sequential order. Examples 1, 3, 5. Whereas composite odd numbers, they do not follow each other in sequential order, such as 9, 15, 21, 25, 27, 33, 45, 49 and 40, 51 and so on. Numbers differ from one another on the basis of the properties which they are having. Few properties of odd numbers are: when we add two odd numbers or when we subtract two odd numbers, the answer will always be an even number. When we multiply or divide two odd numbers, the result will always an odd number. Even numbers. Even numbers also belongs to whole number family and they are exactly divisible by 2, or we can say that multiples of 2 are always an even number. The general form which we use to represent even numbers are n is equals to 2k, where k is an integer. 0 belongs to even number family, and the examples of even numbers are 0, plus minus 2, plus minus 4 and plus minus 6, so on. There are 50 even numbers exist from 1 to 100. Now, properties of even numbers. Properties of even numbers. When we add, subtract or multiply two even numbers, the answer will always an even number. When we add even and odd number, the answer is always an odd number, and when there is a subtraction take place between even and odd number, the result will always an odd number. Few other types of real numbers are whole numbers, integers, prime numbers and composite numbers. Whole numbers, they are natural numbers including 0, such as 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6. Integers are any of the negative and positive whole numbers including 0, such as 0, plus minus 1, plus minus 2, plus minus 3, plus minus 4 and so on. Prime numbers. Prime numbers are whole numbers. They are greater than 1 and they usually have two factors, that is 1 and the number itself. For example, 2, 3, 5, 7, 11 and 13, they are prime numbers. Prime numbers are different than that of composite numbers, because composite numbers are the numbers they are having more than two factors. Example 4, 6, 8, 9 and 10. Here if you can see that 4 is having more than two factors, that is 1, 2 and 4 itself. One is the point which is important over here is that 1 is not a prime and not a composite number. That is, it is neither a composite nor a prime number because it has only one factor, that is rational numbers. Rational numbers, we generally represent them in a form of p divided by q, where p and q both are integers and q is here is not equal to 0. The denominator will never be equal to 0 in case of rational numbers. They are decimal They are rational numbers include perfect squares, and the decimal extension for real numbers execute finite or reoccurring decimals. Example here is 0.3333 and so on. Few examples of rational numbers are also include 0 divided by 2 and minus 1 upon 4. Properties of rational numbers. Rational numbers, when we add two rational numbers or when we multiply two rational numbers, the result will always a rational number. Irrational numbers, they are different in that of rational numbers. They also belong to real number family, but they cannot return as a simple fraction or decimal. Irrational numbers have decimal expansion that neither terminate nor become periodic. They include surds also. Examples are under root of 8, under root of 11, under root of 2, under root of 3. Their properties are irrational numbers. When we add two irrational numbers or when we multiply two irrational numbers, the result will always not an irrational number. They may be irrational or they may be rational. Summary time. Here in this video till now we have discussed different types of real numbers. They are broadly real number itself broadly divided into two groups, that is rational and irrational numbers. Rational numbers, they include integers, whole numbers and natural numbers. Hopefully you like my video, and if you like my video, please like, share and subscribe my video. Thank you.